So this is the iPhone X or the 10, and this thing has been around for 2 years now, and it was a great iPhone back then, and in my opinion it still is. And right now these things are dead cheap, like 600 bucks. So should you pick one up right now or not? Now we have to start at the most obvious place, and that is the display. This thing has a 5.8-inch OLED panel, and this is the first iPhone to actually have an OLED, and the reason Apple adapted to OLED was to give the users a full screen experience, and for that they had to get rid of the home button and Touch ID. So they introduced Face ID, which works most of the time, so when it doesn't, it kind of gets annoying. They actually had to embed this in a notch for all the sensors, and that thing, you get used to it, but as I said, Face ID is not the best, and I would have preferred Touch ID over it. Now iPhone 10 has two 12 megapixel sensors. One of them is telephoto and the other one is wide, and hear me out, this might not be the best camera out there, but this is the most camera you're gonna need anyways, and iPhones have always been great cameras, and this is a low light portrait mode picture, so you can judge yourself. This is a great pictures, all the colors, everything is just great in this picture. And iPhones, as I said, great cameras, not only for picture but even for video. So this is the best video camera you're gonna get out there. On a smartphone, this can shoot 4K at 60 frames, so that is pretty great in my opinion. Now the iPhone 10 is also the first iPhone to have a glass back, and I kind of cracked mine already, but this allows us to have wireless charging, which I never use, but I do use fast charging. It gives you like 50% in 30 minutes, which is great. And that brings me to my next point. Battery life, which is not all that great. And you have to consider the fact that this thing has an OLED display, which sucks out a lot of battery life, and I get like 3 to 4 hours a day, which is not enough. And I have to charge this thing at least once to get by, which is also not that great. But iOS management just makes it a good package, which brings me to my next point. The specs. This thing has A11 Bionic, 3 gigs of RAM, a 2700 mAh battery, and I gotta be honest, that does not seem enough on paper, but iOS management is so good that this thing is very snappy, and you won't be able to spot that this is a 2-year-old iPhone. It's as good as new. And apart from that, this thing also has IP67 water and dust resistance, 3D touch, true tone, Bluetooth 5.0, and all the good features that come with iPhone. And it's a great package indeed, but the question still remains, should you grab one in 2019 or say 2020 or not? Now in my opinion, the only deciding factor here has to be the pricing. This thing new was like $1,000, and right now it's basically half. And if you're in the market for the iPhone 11 or the 10R, save some cash and grab an iPhone 10. This thing does everything better than those two, so that is a pretty great deal. And you don't have to worry about updates because Apple is going to push updates for at least 3 to 4 years for this iPhone, so that is a great deal as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. More content coming soon. Until then, please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.